Have recruited a cameraman, an automatic cruiser, got my subwoofer banging in the back. Hi guys, welcome back to another video back on the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel. Today we're filming this video a little bit differently. We're using my big super duper camera, so hopefully you notice the quality. If you don't, I certainly will. And that means we have recruited a cameraman, aka my fiance Martin. So thank you for Martin for filming this video for me. So in a previous upload, you would have known that I drove this car last weekend 2 hours away to a meet. And because I knew I was going to take that long journey, I wanted to get the car nicely set up for its first long journey with me as a driver. So with that, you guys might know if you've watched my videos before and you followed me before. A couple of years ago, I think, my parents bought me a subwoofer. While that subwoofer's been in my ownership, it's only ever been in one of my cars, and that was a Mercedes C-Class I had. And since then, the subwoofer's just been sat indoors, which is a total waste. And the idea was, when obviously I got this car, the idea was for it to be an automatic cruiser, got my subwoofer banging in the back. So with that, I wanted to get the subwoofer installed. Now, my dad's a very busy man. He will do jobs for me, but in his own time, bless him. So if I said to him, can he fit the subwoofer, he might do that, but 2 months down the line. So with that, I actually found a very local mechanic, and I messaged him and said, would you be able to fit a subwoofer? But with that, I needed to also buy a radio, a head unit, because this car came with the original Honda radio, which is really cool, but it's not going to be a radio that I can play my music through. So with that, I went to Halfords and bought the cheapest head unit I could buy, as long as I had a USB. That was all I was worried about, because I could then play my music through the radio, obviously, charge my phone at the same time, especially if I'm using my maps on my phone, it obviously drains the battery. So I had to buy another radio. Obviously I already had the subwoofer. I had to rebuy a subwoofer wiring kit, because most of the wires got left in the Mercedes. The subwoofer was the last in. So anyway, this very local mechanic, he gave me a price which was pretty cheap, I think, and bless him, he quoted 2 hours to fit the whole subwoofer thing. Bearing in mind, you got to the batteries in the front of this car, so we had to put all the wiring through the bulkhead kind of thing off the car. With any wiring kind of subwoofer job, you want to hide the wires. He ended up working on the car for around 4 hours, but still charged me the same price. And with that, a subwoofer was installed, and I want to show you the subwoofer basically, and I absolutely love it. So I'll just open the boot for you guys and show you. Oh, I failed one-handed, hang on. There we go. So there's my Edge subwoofer that, like I say, has been sat in one of the spare bedrooms for quite a while. So I do need to do a bit of a wire tuck. I just wanted to get the thing in, get it working for the long journey I've recently had. A bit annoying, but you can see there's a bit of a ridge at the back end of the boot. Annoyingly, the subwoofer is just a bit too wide to fit in that ridge. And don't worry guys, I will be getting a ratchet strap and securing it at some point, but it is a heavy old boxer unit. It's not really going to go anywhere, but I do know, and I'm aware I need to secure it properly. And here's the radio I went for. It's just a JVC. Nice thing about it is it's got a knob for the volume, and that sounds really particular, but some radios you have to press buttons, and it's so much easier just to do the knob while you're driving. And then we've got the USB there. Usually when I've got my phone plugged in, I put it down there, or luckily this car came with a phone cradle, so when I did my long journey the phone went in the cradle, and yeah, I was able to listen to my music through the radio. And you simply just press the iPod button there, and says what it does on the button, really plays through your iPhone. Because I had to get someone else to fit this sub and not my dad, I didn't want to shove the camera in this poor guy's face. I would have done it if it was my dad fitting it. We would have done a little installation video, but you've already seen that on the channel before. I'm just glad I had the subwoofer in and the new head unit, so I was able to play my music on that long journey I've recently done. If you haven't checked that video out, then check out already. I could do some more views on that one. Just a quick update to say the subwoofer's in, the car's got a different radio in now. I have still got the original Honda radio, which is always a nice thing to keep. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks to Martin, my trainee cameraman, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Can you come a bit closer, okay?